Vince, great to talk to you and congratulations. What a win.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be back here and represent my country and be able to stand back up on the podium again.
It has got to be incredible to be back there on that podium, no matter how many times you do it. It's got to be like the first time.
It is, and it's been quite a while for me to be back up on the middle of the podium, and to be able to do it on a big stage like here at the Olympics is it's phenomenal. I thank God for giving me the opportunity and for giving me the strength to be back up here again.
Vince, you are breaking all kinds of record. I mean, you didn't just get a gold medal, you broke your own record that you set back in Beijing.
Yeah, I was coming here expecting to shoot really well. I've been shooting very good for the past few months now, and I had every expectation to come out and shoot a 125 and onward to a 150. But I shot a 123 in qualification, which is still a really good score, and that was as good as I could do. I mean, I put everything I had into it, and that's what I got out of it, and went to the final knowing that I had a little bit of a lead and just want to take full advantage of that and put everything I had into it and came out on top.
Talk about high drama right down to the wire.
Yeah, at least it wasn't as high drama as last time. I had a shoot off for the gold and silver in Beijing, so this time I made it a little bit easier on myself.
Can you point to any one thing that made the difference for you this time around? Because I know you've been training, as you said.
Yeah, last year I kind of hit rock bottom, if you will, in my shooting career. I just didn't want to go out and shoot anymore, didn't enjoy the sport. And so my wife told me that either I needed to fall back in love with the sport or quit. And so we both looked at it and thought about it for a long time, prayed a lot, and came out that this is what my passion is. This is what I love to do. And I reset my goals, and, here I am again.
And wow, what an achievement. And it really gives the U.S. a sweep in skeet after Kim Rhode won a gold medal early this week. Talk about putting the sport in the limelight. I mean, what do you think this means for the shooting sports?
Oh, I really hope that it means growth. We've been getting a lot of youth shooters to come in now and really been raising the level of competition in the United States. And that's just helping Kim and I. So we're trying to make these guys shoot higher scores so that whenever we go overseas and they go overseas, they can compete alongside with us. And the more medals we win, the more people we're going to get into the sport. And that's what we're really all trying to do. Or it's where we're trying to bring the sport is get more people in there.
And boy, what great role models you are. And I hear some little kids' voices. You've had two kids since Beijing. How do you manage to juggle it all?
Yeah, it's definitely part of the process of coming back after the medal and reassessing and figuring out what I really wanted to do with my life. Had our first child, Bailey, in 2010, and that was a big change. I always wanted little boys, and I got a little girl to start it off with. But she was so much more than I expected. And then this one was just born 5 months ago.
Wow.
Her name is Brenlin. So I've got two little girls, and they've really changed my life. And that's what I'm doing this for now, is to help build a legacy for my kids and to provide for them, because that is the most important thing in my life, is just being able to give them whatever they want, whatever they need.
And who knows, they might be future shooters, huh?
They may be. They're gonna be able to do whatever they like.
Well, and all that, and didn't your dad start a shooting academy?
Yes, my father and I have both started a shooting academy. It's Hancock Shooting Academy, and I'm getting out of the military at the end of the year in November.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be helping him with that pretty much full time whenever I'm not shooting. And so it's going to be taking off. We're going to be putting out some ads here pretty soon, and we'll see where things take us.
And like you said, it is all about the future, about getting kids involved and keeping it going. And it's amazing.
It is.
It's great what you guys are doing. But, you talked about your military career, and your fans at Fort Benning, I mean, they had to be just thrilled today. They've been strong supporters. It's got to make you feel good to know you got that kind of support back home.
Yeah, I've heard I've had a lot of text messages and a lot of phone calls. I haven't really even had time to look at my phone much, but my wife told me that one of my really good friends back home, Derek, called him and sent me a text message and said, congratulations. And it's things like that, especially the serviceman side of it, that really, really helps. It's very nice to know that I'm not only representing myself, my country, but also my service members,
Yeah.
my brothers in arms.
Got to ask you, because I know you said you got a lot of media coming up. Can you tell it's changed the kind of coverage the sport is getting?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that with Kim getting the 5 consecutive, that opened up a lot of doors for us that got a lot of media attention that we otherwise wouldn't have. And now with me being the first in my sport to ever go back-to-back, I think that's just going to build on the momentum that we have going right now. And I'm really expecting some good outcomes in the next few events that we have coming up in shotgun, rifle, and pistol.
Yep. So what do you think? More Olympics down the road, or what do you say?
Yeah, I'm pretty much dedicated through 2020. That'll give
Wow.
me 4 Olympic Games, and we'll see how things take us, where things take us in the future after that. But I'm definitely not counting myself out for future games.
Well, you are the guy to watch. And what's your message to young shooters out there? I mean, as I said, role models, Kim and yourself. What's your message to them?
Just don't listen to anybody that tells you that you can't do something, because I've had a lot of people do that to me. And after I won my first World Cup, a good friend of mine now told me not to ever expect to do that again, or not to expect it right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the next one, won a silver, went to the next one, won a gold, and just so on and so forth. And I've been able to build my career now based off of trying to prove everybody wrong. People telling me that I can't do it, and going out there and just doing it and wanting it more than anybody. And if you really set your mind to something, you can do it.
All right. I know you got to go, but thank you so much. We're so proud of you. Congratulations. And boy, oh boy, what a day. I'm sure it's one you'll remember for a long, long time.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.